diagram. If you see this, in PeopleSoft mainly we have two parts. One is the technical. Technical means people tools, and another one is the application. Application means anything like PeopleSoft Financials, PeopleSoft HRMS, PeopleSoft CRM, PeopleSoft TPM. We have a lot of applications in PeopleSoft, but People tools is the common for each and every application. This is the technical. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And this is the functional. Functional means I already told you PeopleSoft supports many applications. Okay. Now
Okay.
you are into PeopleSoft Financials, right?
Yeah.
So now we are going to discuss and learn this PeopleSoft Financials application.
Okay.
So these are all applications that PeopleSoft supports. If you come to the PeopleSoft Financials FSM, the full form of this one is Financial Supply Chain Management. Okay.
Okay.
In this we have these modules: account payables, purchasing, billing, AR, GL, asset management, projects, inventory, procurement, travel and expenses, etc.
Okay.
Okay. Now, as part of this training, what I am going to train you is like, as per your requirement, I will give you some details for all the highlights of the training.
Okay.
So, as part of this training, overall functionality of each module, like the basic idea of what is the each module significance. Okay.
Okay.
Each module significance in PeopleSoft, and setups of AP and PO. So e-procurement also you need setups, right?
Yeah.
And e-procurement.
And also, do you have any idea on e-settlements?
Yeah, e-procurement can cover that e-settlements also. Okay.
Okay.
GL basic understanding. So and data flow between the modules and main tables in each module.
And also, Srinu, like I need to define items.
Yeah, that will cover in setups. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Setups of APPO means we can set up each and everything, whatever we required for doing the transactions in purchasing and AP. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't worry. Main tables in each module and main processes in PO AP.
Okay. Like batch schedulers, like batch process.
That is, yeah, batch processes. And process scheduler, monitoring, and profiles creation. transactional details in AP PO. Okay, so these are all the few of the important things that we are going to discuss as part of this training. So first I will give you the overview of each module in PeopleSoft Financial, so that you can come to know what is the significance of each module. Okay.
Okay.
So after that we can start up with setups of AP and PO and e-procurement. So in this we can discuss each and everything from the starting of setting the set ID to business ID, business unit, and what are all the other things that are required for supporting this AP and PO. Okay.
And e-settlements come under different module, or else it's included in
No,
this?
it will come under e-procurement. Okay.
Okay. Yep.
And GL basic understanding. So GL, what is meant by the GL, and how we can use the GL in PeopleSoft Financials. Okay. Some basic things we can discuss about GL, and data flow between the modules. Data flow means how the data is
integrating between
AP and PO, because you are going to work mainly those two modules, right?
Yeah.
So how the data will flow between AP and PO, that we can discuss, and main tables in each module. So what are all the tables that can affect whenever you do some transactions? Okay, so that we can discuss. I will give you the list of tables in each module. Okay. And the main processes. Main process means there are certain batch processes that those can be run daily or monthly or yearly.
Yeah, like payment processing, voucher processing.
Yes, yes. So we can discuss about those batch processes, whatever we have in PO and AP. Okay.
Okay.
And process scheduler monitoring. Process scheduler monitoring means we have one tool that is called process scheduler, where we can run and
we monitor the process
processes. Yeah, so that we can learn some basic things, because sometimes functional consultants ask to monitor the batch processes also. So at least you should know how the process can be scheduled, how we can monitor the status of the process, etc. etc. Okay.
Okay.
And profiles creation. Profiles creation is like each and every user of PeopleSoft will have their own user ID and password, right?
Yeah.
So where we can create the profiles for the users, that we can learn.
Okay.
And transactional details. Transactional details means, as you said, creation of voucher, creation of purchasing, purchase order, creation of requisition. So that we can do some practical things. Okay.
Okay.
So these are all the highlights of the training.
Okay.
Just write it down.
And also, do you provide any manual configuration documents or else manuals?
Yeah, configuration documents you can get from Oracle website. Okay. So only thing is, first you need to learn how you can do the setups. Once I can give you the basic idea, then you can go and set up by yourself. Okay.
Okay. So then I note down each and every step then.
Yeah, you can get the documentation from Oracle. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Now I'm going to show you the PeopleSoft environment.
Oh, are you from Vizag?
No, I am from Guntur.
Okay. Because I saw the wallpaper and it's Vizag beach, right? Actually, I am from Visakhapatnam.
Oh, this one,
Yeah.
This one I went to Vizag last time, and Udud happened, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So at that time I went there, and before one day the Udud hit the Vizag. I took this picture.
Okay.
Rahul, we also provide the support, work support.
Okay.
So if you have any requirements or if your friends have any need any kind of support, so you
Okay.
can also provide that. Because
Okay.
some people will just learn the PeopleSoft and they'll join into some other company, right? So
Yeah.
they don't know anything about PeopleSoft, but somehow they need the support. So you can
Yeah.
also provide that support.
Okay. As of now, I'm managing. I'm just going to job and I'm managing.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
You can also ask, so whatever
Yeah. And
that
also,
your ongoing work, okay? If you have any questions about your ongoing work, you can just
yeah.
bring to my notice so that I will help you out.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Actually, I learned SAP FICO, but
Oh,
this is completely different. Like the setups and everything.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
SAP FICO, that is also good, right? Finance
Yeah.
system.
But actually, like for that, we have many manuals, like manual configuration documents.
Mm-hmm.
But for PeopleSoft, I didn't find anything except in Oracle website. But those are a little bit difficult to understand.
Okay, no
There's
problem.
no step-by-step process.
Okay, so do you want me explain the architecture of PeopleSoft also? This is the login page. Okay,
Okay.
do you have the PeopleSoft installed on your machine?
Not on my machine, but on my computer. A work computer.
Office computer,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you need the application on your own laptop, then you can ask Srinivas Reddy, then he will help you out. So how
Okay.
to get it, okay? So
Yeah.
once you install on your laptop, then you can do your trial and error kind of thing. So
Yeah.
before you do the actual setup in your office
Yeah.
system, then you can have one trial on your laptop, okay?
Okay.
So this is the PeopleSoft login page. So they will provide the URL for each and every environment. In real-time environment, we have different instances, right?
Yeah.
So this is a standard process in any technology. Like we have development instance, we have testing instance, we have UAT
Demo
instance,
instance.
we have production. Okay. So
Yeah.
demo is the vanilla like whatever the PeopleSoft provide. That is the vanilla instance.
Okay.
Okay. So there we can't do anything. We can just have a look. That's it. So we
Okay.
don't have any right to modify in the demo instance. So we
Okay.
can do the modifications in dev, and
Okay.
whatever we get the requirement. Based on the requirement, we can do the modifications in the development instance. There we
Okay.
can do the testing. Once that is fine in development environment, then we can move the same to the
Into
testing
production.
environment. No,
Yeah.
testing.
Yeah. Into the testing environment. Sorry.
Testing. So
Yeah.
there we will do one more round of testing. So there also it works fine. Then we can move the same to UAT.
Okay.
So UAT is the user acceptance
Acceptance.
instance. Okay,
Yeah.
the users will do the testing. So once
Yeah.
they're satisfied with the modifications, then they can give you the green signal to move the same to production.
Production. Yeah.
So that is the actual process that we follow in real-time mode. Okay,
Okay.
dev, tst, 1 minute. So in real-time world, it's like dev, tst, uat, or okay.
Yes.
So first we will do the modifications as per the requirement in development environment. So once we complete that in the development instance, then we can move the same to TST.
Yes.
So here also we will do the one more round of testing. Once that is fine, then we can move to the UAT. Here the users will do the testing. Okay?
Yes.
So once they satisfy to the modification, then they can give you the green signal to move to the production. So this
Okay.
is the standard process that we follow. Sometimes they can have one more instance, like maybe that is the copy of production kind of thing. Okay,
Okay.
but in standard process they can maintain at least 4 instances. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So do you want me to explain about the architecture of the PeopleSoft, how this architecture will work? So it's
Yeah.
purely the technical thing. If you want me to explain, then I will give you the details. So what are all the things that we have in PeopleSoft architecture?
I think it's not necessary, right?
If you want me to explain, then only I will.
Yeah. Or else just give an high overview. I don't want anything to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is called the PeopleSoft Pure Internet Architecture. PeopleSoft Pure Internet Architecture. So that means the PeopleSoft will work based on the PeopleSoft application is purely based on the web application.
Yeah.
Okay, we can access the PeopleSoft application from anywhere using the web. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is called PeopleSoft Pure Internet Architecture.
Okay.
So what are all the components that we have in PeopleSoft Pure Internet Architecture? Here we have browser, web server, application server, database server, batch server. So these are all the components of PIA. Browser,
Okay.
web server, application server, database server, and batch server. Okay, so what is meant by the browser? Browser is nothing but a Internet Explorer, right?
Yeah.
So web server, web server is nothing but a the server where the site details will be maintained.
Okay.
So we are giving the URL to access the PeopleSoft application, right? So
Yeah.
that URL will be maintained in the app server,
Okay.
application server. Application server, the role of the application server is to access the application and to get the details of that data from the database. So those details will be done by the application server. And
Okay.
database server. Database server means the server where the actual data will be maintained. So that is
Okay.
the database server. And batch server. Batch server is nothing but a, so whenever we are doing running the batch processes, scheduled processes. So
Okay.
in that case the batch server will come into the picture. So this is
Okay.
the role of the batch server. So the architecture is like say I'll simply show you one diagram. So this is the browser, this is the app server, this is the application server, this is the database server. Okay,
Okay.
browser, application server, sorry, mm, this is the app server. This is the application server. This is the batch server. Sorry, database server. Okay. See, browser means, for example, I am closing this.
Yeah.
So here we have the browser, right? Whenever
Yeah.
I click on the browser, so whenever I click on the browser and provide the URL. So URL, it is there in the favorites, or else you can just provide the URL. Okay.
Yeah.
So whenever we click on the browser, it will interact with the app server after providing the URL.
Okay.
Okay. The app server will give you the URL details, whatever stored in the app server, and provide you the PeopleSoft login page based on the URL.
Okay.
And after that, we can just give you the user ID and password. Whenever you provide user ID and password, click on sign in, then the app server will interact with the application server.
Okay.
Okay. So the application server means, so it is the media between the this one and this one. Okay. So
Okay.
whatever the user ID and the password that you provide, those details will be checked in the database, whether those details will be there or not. If there, then it will log into the, then you are able to log into the application. Or
Okay.
else it will simply give you the invalid user ID or password.
Yeah.
So the app server will interact with the application server, and the application server will interact with the database server.
Okay.
So whenever one server is interacting with the other server, there must be some medium. Medium means the communication, right? So the app server and the application server interact with through Texedo and Jolt. Texedo, uh, Texedo and Jolt. This is the software. Okay. So this will
Okay.
come as part of PeopleSoft installation. So the app server and application server will interact through Texedo and Jolt.
Okay.
The application server and the database server will interact through SQL. You know, right? SQL.
Yeah.
So that means after you provide the user ID and password, so the application server will check with the database server through SQL whether
Okay.
those details will be there or not in the database. If the details are there in the database, then it will then you are successfully log into the application, or else
Okay.
it will simply throw you invalid user ID or password.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So the medium between application server and database server is SQL, and the medium between app server and application server is the Texedo and Jolt.
Okay.
So this is the over view of the architecture of AI, PeopleSoft Peer Internet Architecture, how the application will work. So in the back end, okay, you are not able to see how the what is happening in the background,
Yeah.
right? So in
Yeah.
the background, so whenever you do the transactions, so this is happening: browser, app server, application server, and database server. So the batch server role is whenever you are running the some batch processes, at that point of time the batch server will come into the picture. But for normal transactions, the role of the batch server is nil.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
you understand?
Yes.
Okay, I'm closing this.
Yeah. Okay.
Now I am logging to the application.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the PeopleSoft application home page. This is called home page. Okay,
Yeah.
so here you can see the favorites and main menu. So what is meant by the favorites and what is meant by the main menu? In the favorites, you can just simply add whatever the regular
Pages
yeah,
yeah.
pages that you are often visited, right?
Yeah.
So those
Yeah.
pages you can add as favorites. Okay,
Yeah.
like for browsing the sites, we can add those sites to our favorites, right?
Yeah.
So what are the sites that we regularly
All the
visit?
transactions can be added over here.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. So you can just add the regular pages as your favorites. Okay.
yeah.
And in the main menu,
We have all the
so
modules.
you have all the folders. These are all called folders. Okay. In
Okay.
folders, you can have the menus, and in the menus,
Pages.
you can have the menu items. Menu item is nothing but a component. Okay.
Okay.
So in the component, you can have the pages. So that is the hierarchy: folder, menu, menu item. Menu item is nothing but a component. Okay. So
Okay.
in the component, we have the pages. So there we can do the actual transactions.
Okay.
For example, if you go account payables, this is the folder, account payables folder. Okay.
Okay.
If you click this, so these are again subfolders.
Yeah.
Okay, again we have vouchers, control groups, payments, like this. Okay, this is again folder. So wherever we are seeing the folder symbol, these are all the folders. So at last we can see the URLs.
Yeah.
So these are not URLs. These are we can call as content references. Content references.
Okay.
So once we click this, we can go directly to that particular component.
Okay.
So content reference is nothing but a component. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the regular entry. This is one component. So in this we can have the pages. Okay. In those
Okay.
pages we can do the transactions.
Okay.
So how is the market for PeopleSoft in US?
Mm. Actually, I'm working in Canada.
Oh,
So
Canada.
it's
Okay.
okay. Yeah.
So this is the component where we can enter the vouchers information over here. So once you entered and click on add, what kind of project that is? It's upgrade or implementation?
Uh, Implementation.
9.2 version, right?
Yeah, 9.2 version. So actually, I have given a demo on this,
Mhm.
like how to create a voucher.
Oh, you only gave the demo, no?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
No, actually, but my lead also helped me. Like whenever I skipped some topics, he also gave some description about it.
Mm.
So in the demo, I just created requisition and again from requisition, creating a a purchase order. From purchase order, creating a receipt. And from receipt, creating a voucher, and then payment.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how did you create the payment?
Just express payment. I have shown express payment because like it's a demo version and we didn't process it, like we didn't run any jobs, like we didn't configure anything.
Okay.
Yeah. Just we showed them the payment screen, like how we create the batch process for payments.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's very slow.
That's it. So for this company, like there are almost like 4,500 vendors
Mm-hmm.
and 19,000 items.
Oh.
So yeah, but we don't create all the items, right? They just
Yeah.
load the staging table by mapping it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, we can just load by using the process. We can't
Okay.
enter all the items manually.
Like, do I do that work, or else the technical folks will do that?
The technical folks will
Okay.
do that. Once they provide the data, then they will run the process. So process or data mode scripts. Okay.
Okay. Right. Okay. It's okay. The server is down.
Yeah. What are all your time, like office timings?
Like 8:30 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So is this time good for you?
Yeah, yeah. This is okay. 6:30.
Yeah. Because like by the time I come home, it will be around 5:30 and it start
Okay.
at 6.
That's
And for how long we can have the session?
That is your wish. You want me to take 1.5 hours, then I'll take otherwise take daily 1 hour.
Better it's 1.5 hour.
Yeah, you can just share your documents, whatever requirements that you got. Okay, then
Okay.
I'll guide you how to do that. So that
Okay.
parallelly, I will give you based on your requirements.
Okay. Actually, we have prepared a requirement register through the requirements gathering meeting.
Mhm.
So should I share that one to you right now?
Yeah, yeah, I can share. You can share that.
Okay.
So in this folder, we have these many content references. Okay,
Okay.
just click on regular voucher. So regular entry. You can just click on add button. Okay, so here we have the pages. This is one page. In this
Okay.
page, we have all these fields. Okay,
Yeah.
and this is one page. Each tab is nothing but one page. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is one page. In this page, you can enter all this information, and this is another page. Okay, so the basic application structure is look like this. We have field. So fields can be placed in records. Records can be placed in pages. I'm just giving you the overview, okay?
Okay.
And the pages can be placed in components, and components can be placed in menu. So this is the application like hierarchy, okay? So field is nothing but a column in the record or table.
Okay.
Records. Record is nothing but a collection of fields. Collection of fields.
Okay.
So any PeopleSoft application will consist of all these fields, records, pages, component, and menu. So this is one application. This is one application means entering of the vouchers, right? So this is nothing but one application. This application consists of those 5. Any application in PeopleSoft must be consist of these 5. Okay. Pages. Pages are nothing but a collection of records. Component. Component is nothing but a collection of pages. And the menu is nothing but a collection of components.
Okay.
So the application can be developed by using one tool that is called application designer. That is called application designer. In PeopleSoft, any application we can design that application by using the tool that is called application designer. So this is the application designer. So you can just learn how to log into this. I'm not going to give you any training on application designer, but as a functional consultant, at least you should know where we can see the pages, components, information.
Okay.
That's enough for you. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the application designer. You can just click on that icon. You can just give the username and password, and this is the database name. Database name is like suppose if you want to log into the development instance, so the database name that you need to give the development database name. Okay. Development instance database name. Suppose if you want to log into the testing environment application designer, then you need to give the testing environment database name.
Okay.
So each instance we have the separate database, right? So we need to give that particular instance database name and that particular instance user ID and password. So and after that you can click on OK. So if you go here, help, about people tools, so here it will show you what is the user ID and what is the database name that you connected, and what is the application version and people tools version. So that information will show you. If you go to the help, there we have the about people tools, help and about people tools. Okay. So this is the people tools version, and this is the application version, and this is the user ID that you logged in, and this is the database name. Okay. Hello. Hello.
Yeah. Okay. I just
Understand, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the application, and suppose if you click the Control J over here, so after you entering into the application page, once you click the Control J, okay, here it will give you the entire information. So what is the page, what is the component, what is the menu, and what is the user ID, what is the database. So those details you can get for here.
Okay.
Okay. So this is the page that we are in, and this is the component that we are operating, and this is the menu.
Okay.
Okay. So once you go and see the page, just copy, and here you can just open that page. This is the icon where we can open the objects.
Okay.
Here you can take the page and give that name. So whatever structure that you see in PIA, the same structure we can see in application designer also. See,
Okay.
this is the page.
So I have a question. Like, so
Yeah.
can we remove any of the fields in the people tool and we can update it so that?
Yeah, we can do that by using here application
Okay.
designer.
Because there was a requirement like in requisition, the client does not want the price field.
See, either we
Yeah.
can delete that, or we can invisible, we can hide it.
Okay.
So whatever we get the requirement, we can do those modifications in application designer only.
Okay.
We can't do anything from here. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
We can do from here.
Okay.
Suppose if I want to, here we have post voucher, right?
Yeah.
Post voucher. Now if
Yeah.
I want to hide this, I can just make double click, go to use invisible.
Okay.
Now we can see. Just save it. Okay.
Okay. Once we
Now,
save it will go.
yeah. Now we again come back. Okay. For regular entry, voucher attributes, right? Here in voucher attributes. Whenever you do some modifications, again you need to come back. Okay. Then only it will refresh. Go to the voucher attributes. Now the post voucher will not come, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So
Can
we
you
have
once again tell me? Double click on the post voucher and we
this
go to.
technical people will do. Don't
Okay.
worry.
Yeah.
Okay, you can just open that particular page. Okay, and go to that. Suppose here, if you want to remove this template field, okay, so you
Okay.
can just come to this navigation and click the Control J,
Okay.
so that you can see the page name, right?
Yeah.
Page name and component name. You can just
Okay.
copy that page name, and again I am making this invisible.
Okay. Use. Okay.
Okay, now you can just go to this. This icon is only to open any existing objects. Okay.
Okay. Any page menu items
Page.
or.
Here, yeah, here you can just select the page. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
And paste and open.
Yeah. Okay. Understood.
Now I want to hide this template. Right. You can
Yeah.
just
Just
double
click
click
on
on that.
use.
Double click on that. Go to the use and invisible.
Okay.
And save it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now go to this. Okay. Now either you can do that by directly making it invisible, or you can do also by using some people code. People code, we have one people code,
Okay.
like a
Yeah.
programming language, like
Yeah.
C, C++. Okay, we have people code. Okay. So
Okay.
by using that people code also, we can hide, unhide any field, or we can make it display only. So we
Okay.
can do a
Like
lot of
any
things by the people code.
customizations can be done with the people code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So based on the requirement, it's again okay.
Yeah.
So sometimes client may ask you to make that field as a display only. That means user cannot enter or modify any data.
Yeah. Like a
So,
default one.
yeah, default one, and moreover that is a display only. Now the template is gone, right?
Yeah.
Again, you can just go and now the template will come. because we again make it visible, right?
Yeah.
Now the template will come. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you understand, right? How the application structure will be: field,
Yeah.
record, page,
Pages,
component,
component,
menu.
menu.
So field is nothing but this one. Okay.
Yeah.
So each one is the one field, and
Correct.
these fields must be placed in the record. Okay.
Reports.
So the records must be placed in the page. This
Pages.
is entire. This entire is the page. Okay.
Yeah.
So the
Correct.
pages must be placed in the components. Okay. Components must be placed in the menus.
Yeah.
Field is nothing but a one column in the table. You know, right? SQLs.
Yeah.
So each field is nothing but a one column in the record or
Okay.
table, and record is nothing but a collection of fields. One record may consist one or more than one field. Okay, and
Okay.
number of fields. And pages consist of fields.
Okay.
Sorry, pages consist
Records.
of records. Pages are nothing but a collection of records,
Records.
and components are nothing but a collection of pages, and the menu is nothing but a collection of
Components.
components. So you can just understand that application structure. Any application must be consist of those five objects.
Okay.
Okay. And coming to this, so this is the actual folder where we can do all the setups.
Yeah.
Setup, financials, supply chain. Okay.
Okay.
So here we have different setups, like what are all the setups that we require during the installation of the application, and what are all the setups that we required as part of the security to provide the security, and what are all the setups that we required during the upgradation. So mainly we can have three types of projects, right? One is implementation project, and the second one is the support
Okay.
project, and
Okay.
another one is upgrade project. So
Okay.
in any application, so mainly you can see these three projects. Okay.
Okay.
Implementation means you can just implement the application from the scratch. Okay,
Okay.
based on the client requirement.
Okay.
Maintenance means someone has implemented that project, and that we need to give the support for that. So that is
Okay.
nothing but a maintenance or support project. And upgrade project.
From
Upgrade project
9.1 to
means,
9.2.
so whenever client wants to upgrade from lower version to higher version, generally they upgrade from lower version to higher version, right? So
Yeah.
then we can just do the upgradation. So that is
Yeah.
nothing but a upgradation. Okay. To
Okay.
achieve certain features, they can ask to do the upgradation. For example, now in the market we have 9.2 version
Yeah.
for application, and
Yeah. From
we can do,
8.9 version to 9.2 upgrading.
yeah,
Yeah.
we can do any upgrade from 8.8 to
Yeah.
9, or 9 to 9.2, 9.1 to 9.2. So we can do from any version to any version. Okay. So
Okay.
that is nothing but an upgrade project. So what are all the setups that we require during the upgradation project? So those setups you can do in upgrade. Okay. And
Okay.
business unit related. So business unit related means, so what is meant by the business unit? So to set up the business units for each and every module. So what are all the setups that we required, which are associated to business unit? Those we can do in business unit related navigation. Okay.
Okay. For each and every module, we set up a business unit, right?
Yes, right.
And it's a same across all the modules, or else
No,
like
it's
we can
not like
have.
for the business unit. Mostly for PO and AP, we have the same business units. Because
Okay.
for whatever business unit that we create the requisition and purchase order, for the same business unit we need to create the voucher also,
Okay.
right? So
Yeah.
generally for PO and AP, we have the same business
Same.
units.
Okay.
And common definitions. Common definitions means, so across the module, across the application. So whatever the common definitions, that we required. Those setups we can do in common definitions navigation.
Okay.
And the product related. Product is nothing but each module is nothing but one product. Okay. So product related. Suppose if you go here, all billing related product setups you can do in this navigation. All inventory related setups you can do here. So in this we can see only particularly related to that particular module.
Okay.
For example, if you want to do any setups related to the AP, then you can go and do over here. Those setups will be only used in that particular module.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the pagelets is not required. So you understand, right?
Yeah.
Install, security, upgrade, business unit related, common definitions, and product related. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm stopping here, Rahul. Tomorrow we'll discuss. Okay.
Okay.
For all the things that
Yeah.
we need to.
And
So
can
now
you
you got some an idea like how the application and
yeah.
You got some idea, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also tomorrow, first I'll start with the overview of each module,
Okay.
and after that we'll go into the setup thing. Okay.
Yeah. Like I just want step-by-step process. Like first by creating items, then
Yeah. Definitely.
yeah.
Don't
So
worry. So meanwhile, you can just share that requirement
yeah.
guidance
Can you
document.
tell me your mail ID?
Srinivas will provide that. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Yeah. Actually, I'm working
So
on a retail project now.
you have his mail ID, right? Srinivas mail
Yeah.
ID.
Actually, I have the IBM IT Solutions mail ID.
Yeah, IBM IT Solutions owner is Srinivas
Okay.
only.
Okay, then I'll just forward the requirement documents to him. Yeah. Okay. Then.
Okay.
Yeah, hi Rahul.
Right.
You can share the requirement to the same mail ID. I will forward the same to the trainer.
Okay.
Okay.
And shall I call you, Srinivas, to your number
Yeah,
or?
yeah, I will call you. Otherwise, if you want, I can call you.
Yeah. Okay then. If you, it's good if you call me now, or else.
Sure. I will call
Okay.
you. You can
Okay then.
regarding the subject wise, you can check with Srini.
Yeah.
All those things I will take care of that.
Yeah. Okay. Because I'm gonna surely join. That's not a problem. I just want to talk about the fee and everything.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Okay then.
Okay. Thank you, Rahul.
Yeah. Thanks, Srini.
Okay, good night.
Yeah. Hello, Srinivas.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Srinivas. Should I call you now? Can you tell me a number once?
Can you able to hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Srinivas is left from the meeting. The
Okay.
trainer left from the meeting. You can go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So how much is the fee?
I need to check once I need to check with Srinivas whatever I will check with him right away. I will speak with him
Okay.
regarding that. I will call you.
Okay.
The specified number only, right? In the mail, whatever you shared, that number is work, right? Your number, right?
Yeah, that's my number.
Okay. I will call you in
Okay.
10 minutes.
Yeah, okay, fine then.
Okay then.
Okay then.